Hello! So good to see you because it's 12:30 on a Thursday. So happy to be here. I am Dr. Stephanie Fine and I'm here to chat with you and specifically ounce of prevention chat. That's what we're doing. And it's based off of the blog that hopefully you got in your inbox, and you can sign up at stephaniefinemd.com to get your very own copy. So welcome. And the title, Ounce of Prevention, Insights to Keep the Pounds Away, is the blog, and today is actually about prevention. It is truly my passion project. It is the thing I want most for people, which is preventing anything, but what I focus on is preventing weight gain. And specifically maintenance of weight loss. But today we're going to be talking about just plain old preventing weight gain. It is so much easier to do than to lose the weight. You know, like a big ship, and it's going and going, and then turning around is the problem, right? Turning a big ship around. If it's going in one direction, the hard part is turning it around. Well, that's what the prevention is slowing it down. You know, so you're not doing the whole turnaround thing, which can be really, really challenging, which I'm all for. And in fact, this slowing down the ship can get your confidence up so that if you wanted to, the next step is sort of easier. It's much easier to do because you've gotten some habits in order. So that's the thing let's talk about that. I outlined 4 steps about how to prevent weight gain. Right now, you could start it literally today. And here they are. The first step is to weigh yourself each week. I know you can do that. Now, some of you may not have a scale, and there may be reasons for that. If there are, you know them. But in terms of looking at what's actually happening, hopping on the scale is a perfect thing to do, right? You're acknowledging to yourself the reality of the situation. I like once a week because every day there are fluctuations, and unless we're mentally prepared, it can be challenging to look at. And then you're more apt to have the scale dictate how your day goes. You know, like you hopped on the scale, you had a little weight loss, you feel awesome, or you hopped on, you had some weight gain, and now it's a crappy day. I don't want that for you. I want this scale number to just be data. That's it. It's just information. And so if you do it once a week, it's a little easier to do that way. So the first step 1, hopping on the scale. Same time, same day, same time, same outfit, you know, so that you're comparing apples to apples. And then I had said you get extra points for writing it down. Now the thing about writing it down is simply that you're making more of a connection. Okay, so I know you see the number, but it's amazing what our brain can do with that information. OMG. But if you write it down, you're making it's closing the gap. Okay? So that's when you get. The next step is now you're just doing this each week, right? You're weighing yourself. You're seeing what happens each week. So if it's going up, then you have to say to yourself, that's not the direction I want it to go. And then you're sort of forced to face the truth of the fact that you're gaining. Now, what I said before in the blog is if it's twice in a row, so 2 weeks in a row that it's been going up, you know you're going up. You can also, you can make a decision to decrease your calories with the first week increase. You certainly can, because a week is a good amount of time that you could see if there's a gain. But if you want it to be certain that it's going up, then 2 weeks you'd see. And if it is, then you know that it's time to do something about it. Now, the beauty of this is the first time that you get on the scale, that's your baseline. Okay, I'm not talking about from your ideal weight, from your high school weight, from the weight you wish you were. This is just when I hop on, this is the number I'm starting with. We are talking about staying at that number. Now, you may have wishes to go lower, and that's amazing. But if you haven't done anything about it recently, then it could be that you're not quite ready to do that, and this is the perfect thing. Just first stop gaining. So you get on, and that's your number. Okay? And it's only then that you're talking about if there's an increase. Now, let's say there is an increase. Then step 3 is to do something about it. And here's the beauty. From your baseline, you're likely only up a few pounds. And a few pounds are so much easier to lose than the 30 that have been around for 10 years. You know, and actually that's actually true. There's white and brown fat. It takes a little more diligence to lose that 30 than to lose the recently gained weight. The recently gained weight can come off quicker. So when you notice that there has been an increase, what your goal is, from what I'm talking about here, is to get back to baseline. Again, not to your ideal, not to high school, not to anything else. Just the baseline that you started with. When you can start to do that, when you can start to maintain a weight, you are well on your way to getting the weight that you actually want. That's amazing if you can do that, and you can do that. So you get on the scale, you have a baseline. You weigh yourself each week. If you're staying the same, awesome. If you're losing and that's what you want, great. But if you're gaining, you say, I think I need to tweak something. There may have been something that you're doing new. And you can say, oh, you know what? I started having that scone at Starbucks. You know what? I'm gonna switch that out. I'm gonna make sure I have some yogurt at home before I get my coffee. Something simple. So it doesn't require that you stop eating or, whatever, do something drastic. To get off just a couple of pounds, it just requires a little tweak, and you'll know what that is. I know you know all the calorie counts of everything in the planet. I mean, because we all do. That's why I know you know it. Because that's our thing, right? We've done this a billion times. So I'm just asking you to do this one piece of it, which is maintain a weight. Okay? So and all you're doing is getting on the scale. When you notice it's increasing, you're deciding what to do. You're doing one thing, one or two things, very few things. And then you can watch it go back to baseline. And you certainly can stay at baseline, or another thing may have occurred to you. Oh, you know what? When I go to Starbucks and I end up getting that frothy drink, maybe I'm just going to skip Starbucks anyways. That way I'm saving a little money. I'll make the coffee at home. I'll use my non-fat milk. And then all of a sudden, there you are, tweaking. But that's not even the goal. That's not even the goal. The goal is to go back to baseline. Learn how to maintain a weight. That skill will be so valuable to you. Whether you lose more weight or not, it is a great skill. So here, let's go over the steps. Weighing yourself each week. Writing it down means it gets more in the brain. Second is to notice if it's increasing. That's it. That's the second step. Notice if it's increasing. And then the third step is, if it is increasing, tweak it. Now notice, if it's not increasing, you don't have to do the other steps. And the fourth step is simply repeat these steps. Okay, so it's weighing every week, noticing, tweaking. Repeat. Okay? You can do that. And the skill that you'll get in doing this, in just the goal of maintaining a weight, try that first. Because you know what will happen is you get a little bit of kindness going in, because this is not, a mountain. This is a molehill. You practice. It's practicing. And then you'll be ready for more if that's something you want. If not, stay at baseline, because that's huge to not gain weight. It's huge to just pile on more and pile on more. That's my prevention talk today. It's an ounce of prevention, because you're just hopping on the scale. You can do this. And I love talking with you. It's so good to see you. Have a really good week, and I will see you next week. Bye.